Church After Dark, or Church After Dark. This is After Dark with Church. I am your host, Church, and here we go. So, I haven't told this story yet, but it was my first encounter with anything strange and unusual, and my dad was there. Uh, it was weird. Like I don't know how to describe it. So we were I was staying at my grandma's. My dad was working two jobs. My mom was working two jobs. And it just varied on who picked me up, who got off first, you know. So, I mean, I think we've all been in that situation with a babysitter if you've got kids. Well, my dad picked me up one night, and my Aunt Carrie and my cousin Willie happened to be living with us at the time. I think Carrie was working with either my mom or my dad, I'm not sure. But Willie was staying over at my grandma's with me, I think, because he was there. I don't know if he was staying somewhere else and they went and got him first. I can't remember. Like I said, it was like two or three. And I vaguely remember this, like vaguely. But coming home, on the way home from 429, or on the way home, we hit 429 because I lived on 429. It's a farm to market road. Well, there's a space like in the middle from where we get on 429 to where our house is. It's called Able Springs, and they had Able Springs Water Tower. And at the time, there was nothing around it but fields, and then just this water tower and water company, right? So, as my dad was rounding the curve to go home, it, as we rounded the curve, there was headlights coming right at us. I know what you're thinking. It could have just been reflection, but no, 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 no. There, we saw the silhouette of the car. It wasn't just like we saw headlights and then they were gone. No, you saw the silhouette of the vehicle just pass right through us. My dad hammered the brakes and got out and looked around. Couldn't find nothing. Didn't see another car in the ditch, nothing. It was just there and then gone. And whenever it happened, I looked over at my dad and I looked back, and Willie was in his mom's arms. Like, it freaked him out because he saw it. Like, I was there, and I looked up just in time to catch a glimpse of it all, but he saw it all because he was looking straight at. And you know, I tell this story, and I just recently got back in touch with him. He's a really good guy. He's a really good friend, and I really have thought about asking him about this. I might, if he remembers, I'll have him on to talk about it. See what he remembers. But if he doesn't, he was younger than me, so, and I barely remember it. But it was the weirdest thing. Like, I've never seen my dad that pale faced, and freaked out. Willie was just like, and it was almost like it was in shock because that was some weird shit. And even my aunt was just like, she was like, just gone, staring out the window, holding her kid, like, what the fuck was that? I mean, no one had an explanation for what had just happened. And after a short time of looking around, my dad got back in the car and we headed home. And I don't know, like, it's a short story, but it was one of the first that ever happened to me. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, share this video. It really helps. And if you really want, hit up my Cash App. All right, later, y'all.